Thank you, Madam President. I rise as a strong supporter of this bill and as a proud co-author. I was excited to hear it when it came before us in Human Services. And I don't recall if I shared this in the committee, but my stepson was diagnosed with autism. And I, as a result, have spent a lot of time at regional centers getting to know other parents of adult children and young children who are on the spectrum and learning about what it means to love someone and to want to see them succeed who is on the spectrum. And one evening at the Westside Regional Center, I ended up having a discussion with this father of an adult child who's on the spectrum. And he talked about his son wanting to work and having a really hard time finding work because of his autism. And the gloriousness that came when he was able to secure him a job at a theme park. And he talked about the value that comes from work. The value that comes from being valued, from being able to do something, create something, serve someone. That's what every parent is hoping their child will find, regardless of if they are on the spectrum or not. I recall another discussion that I had with an advocate named Harold, and Harold said, I'm on the spectrum, and I can tell you what that's like. That's like being an AM radio in an FM digital world. It doesn't mean you can't do something. It doesn't mean you're not worth the same as someone else. It just means you're different. This bill is about valuing our family members and our brothers and sisters who are on the spectrum. And we fight so hard to integrate our family members into spaces where they can live and learn and love and work and contribute in ways that make this state and our communities and this country great. And it is about time that we see them for all that they are worth. I cannot tell you the brilliance that comes from being touched by someone who is on the spectrum. And so I would ask that you would take that into consideration with this vote, even though I know it's on concurrence. And vote aye, because we should be valuing our workers. And we should not be placing a lesser value on them because they have a developmental disability or because they are on the spectrum. And so with that, I ask for your aye vote for SB 639.